Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and if you're joining me on YouTube, this is a live stream. So if I am distracted or answering questions from chat, that is why. That's going to be pretty much par for the course for this series. All right, with that being said, let's get going. Okay, where did I leave off? Obviously, we just had a fight. Oh, that's right. We were doing a contract thing. Oh, we do have a level up. So I've been kind of thinking about this series and what I want to do with it. And at the moment we have a lot of spears in the front line, but I may actually want to change that strategy. And I'm thinking about going towards a lot of maces instead. It's not really a strategy I've used before, but it could be a really interesting one. The main reason I don't use it is because there's no attack bonus for maces, but it's a really good control weapon. And my front line, maybe not really about doing damage, but if we can get the stuns out that a mace could apply, that could be good for us. So I'm thinking about going towards that, maybe as our primary weapons in the front. I've done spears many times. Spears, I think, are a great utility weapon, and I think it does suit a militia. I mean, it's called a militia spear after all. But I don't think we're going to carry forward with that. All right, let's go ahead and do a roll here. Definitely taking the +3. I'm going to take the fatigue. I don't really have another good roll here, but I will take the +3 for range defense, as that will be... Oh, did I not click it? There we go. Alrighty, so what have we done with a lot of my other men? Oh, well, that's not going to be very... we have to get on somebody that... you know, I guess Recover is a good one. If he's going to be a front liner. Fatigue is often a problem, especially if you're using Shield Wall a lot. And if we are sticking with the spears, you're going to be using Spear Wall, which is also highly fatiguing. I mean, we can look at that right now. 30 fatigue, 20 fatigue. So that can be a real problem for you if you use it consistently. Let's go ahead and use Recover, though. I think that's going to be a good one. And I think this person more than likely is going to stay a frontliner. Although, I don't know. To be totally honest with you, a lot of it depends on who else we recruit and what have you. But with this playthrough, I think the strategy we're going to use, we're going to have a solid front line maxed out, but I think there's only 9 slots here, so we can have 16 men. So I'm thinking we use the front line to defend and control by using the stuns to make sure our opponents, or at least attempt to make our opponents not really have a turn, and then we use the back line to finish them off, whether they be using a pole arm or some kind of range attack or what have you. So that's my thinking on the strategy of what we're going to do moving forward. So if I'm going to use that strategy, let's go through and we're going to select the men that I think are the most appropriate to have. Okay, so this guy right here screams out at me, give me this Morning Star right here. So he's going to have a Morning Star. And what we're going to be looking to do is we're going to look to do this knockout blow as often as possible. It's going to be fatiguing to use, but it does have a 75% chance of stunning on each hit. And if we stun them, they lose a turn, which is a really good thing to have happen. Okay. So we already did the mission. We just have to return back to town. So we'll just click on the town and start moving. But yeah, definitely I think the... that's a strategy I want to try. It's a strategy I've never really done before. I have used bludgeons before, but never on, like, en masse. Like, you know, not having just everybody using something like that and just trying to lock people down with stuns. It could be an interesting strategy. We'll have to see how viable it is. I think some of what this playthrough is all about is just testing. Testing strategies, testing the new start. So they no longer have ambush trade routes, which is good. We get 320 crowns as well. What do we feel we need? This town really doesn't have much to offer. Food we probably do need. I think we get rid of all these flails. I've already done flail runs, and especially as a number of these are all beat up. I think we get rid of them. But what is wrong with me? I'm not in the store. I don't know. Okay, let's get back onto the focus here. I also don't think I'm going to be using two-handed weapons at all on this playthrough. So if I'm not going to use it, I'm just going to sell it. We'll keep some things around, like the cleavers and the short swords, just as utility. Axes. That was another idea I was thinking about doing, is just doing a bunch of axes, because that's a great utility weapon. Because what you could do with that, maybe we mix it up. We do axes and maces. We also do have a bludgeon here that we might want to use. Axes and maces. Yeah. So axes, you chop their shields down. Maces, you apply stuns. I think I want to go more on the maces than the axes, but the idea here, we apply the stun, we use the axes to chop out any shields that may exist, then we use the back line to inflict blows that are going to be more telling damage on our opponent, and hopefully finish off our opponent that way. That's my strategy. Don't know if it's going to be a good one, but hopefully it will be one that works out for us. Okay, so that's kind of beat up. We'll get rid of it. We'll get rid of the two. I mean, I don't know if these are good sale prices. Not sure I want to use a short bow, but I'll keep a hold of it for just... I mean, it's 26%, but I'll keep a hold of it for now. So get rid of that and that. Definitely getting rid of these, as they're very low-tier weapons. Okay, well, it's a start. We don't want to really keep the sackcloth around. So I'll sell that as well. Gives a little bit of cash to play around with. What we do need to do is we need to fill out our squad. Who I'm looking for here is I need one more person to fill out our front line. After that, I want ranged attackers. We already have a couple of these slings in our possession. And we have 2 more slots to fill out. I would like those 2 slots to be filled out by ranged combatants. So that's my strategy going forward. So I would be fine hiring a farmer. You are Spartan. That's actually not a bad one. Pretty much this person will eat less food, which means that we have less maintenance to take care of. So we'll go ahead and hire farmers. Farmers tend to be all right, and they do have events that can make them better. It's not a very common event, but it's still an event that can happen. So, all right, so that's our solid front line. Unfortunately, we're really lacking in armor at the moment, so I would like to improve there. Let's just give you really basic equipment for right now. Definitely give you a shield. And then for now, I'm going to give you a spear because you're not a very good attacker. All right, so that's our front line at the moment. Let's go forward with our strategy. So anyone that has above 50 attack is going to be using the strategy that I want to implement. So a hand axe goes in your hands. A bludgeon goes in your hands. You have a sword for now. I will eventually give you an axe, probably. You're a 53, you're a 45, so keep the spear. Let's move you in a bit. Our flanks are going to be kind of our weak guys at the moment. So you're one of the guys that I think I would give an axe to. You right here. So have an axe. And then bludgeon, axe. And we're just going to do it like that. So it's going to be maybe not exactly perfect, but it's going to be axe, bludgeon, axe, bludgeon, axe, bludgeon, axe, bludgeon, axe. Like that. I hope that makes sense. I guess that's more axe than bludgeon. We may switch that around, but, you know, we'll play it by ear as we go. Okay, so that's a little bit of a start. Let's see what we can buy in the marketplace. If there's any defensive equipment or weapons we would want. I'm going to say no in this location. I mean, yeah, we could pick up a thick tunic, but I think at this point, it's kind of a waste of money. We want upgrades. We don't want kind of the level we're already at. All right. So where is our next location that we want to go? We have no ambitions, so there's no real destination necessarily. I honestly think this is not a bad spot to stick in, because we have a major city there, but what we want is we want a string of villages that are roughly near each other. Oh, I guess this is actually not that great of a spot, huh? I think with anything like this, okay, village, village, village. Okay, so you've got 3 villages in a city next to each other, all in pretty close proximity. We do have the one town that's allied to us, although they tend not to have the best gear. Although that being said, we want to get poachers, and poachers tend to hang out near hunting lodges, which tend to be near forests. So maybe we want to go over this way. Yeah, Trapper. Trapper right there might be good. So I think we go in this direction if we want to get poachers. So I am going to follow the road, and we're going to go here next. Oh, food, real quick, before we go anywhere. Okay, we'll take a loaf of bread. It's not being sold for a bad price, so we can pick that up, no problem, I think. Okay, leave. We're not doing bad financially. I think we're starting to pick things back up. And we're starting to turn things around as well. Now, there have been patches since the game has launched, which is kind of good that we're doing this more test run to start things off, because it gives us the opportunity to allow the stability to come when we're doing it before we do like a more serious run that, you know, is maybe going to be more challenging. Okay, so as the company takes a break, so on and so forth, we need an ambushing. So this is, we need to catch House of the Noble Houses, and I have the Noble Houses. I don't like to do that too early. We need to be, in case things get dire, I shall name a sergeant. That can be good, but we're not quite in the position for that one yet. I need somebody that has high resolve and has the proper ability to get a sergeant. But that's a good ambition, that it's someone we're going to eventually want to take. We shall get the company strength to 16. That one we definitely want to do. Yeah, let's do that one. The last one was defeat a dozen men. Okay, we got a couple groups that have gone off in the woods here. Not really sure what to think of that. Okay, we got a woman that jumps out of the tree line beside the path. Oh, thank the gods, my prayers have been answered. Please come quick, my grandpa pap has fallen down the well. Okay, I guess we can help her. Okay, this is a long one, but it looks like pretty much the end result. Somebody gets happy. I'm gonna guess we save him. Yeah, we save the old man and then he rambles for a while. I've done this event before, so I kind of thought that's what we did there. So one of the guys was able to save him more or less by throwing down a rope, fishing him out. Sometimes he's just dead when you arrive. There's all kinds of variations with some of these events. All right, so things that I could use. I definitely could use... Oh, I didn't check to see if there was any goods to sell off. Do I have any goods to sell myself? No, okay. Food we're probably all right on. Tools I think we should pick up here because they're not that expensive. But really what we're looking for is men. If we find any poachers, we're picking those up. I don't want deserters because that's going to just be more of a problem. I don't think they have very good resolve, and we already have not very good resolve, so... let's move on. But at least they have some military experience. They were former militiamen or soldiers. So we're gonna just go up to Jatterberg there, see what kind of missions are there so we can keep our money up. And if we see a fight we can take along the road, we'll take that as well. Make sure we get our experience up, but until we get... Oh, I should have checked the market. Oh, well. I should have looked for gear that we could pick up. To get our men better equipped, because a couple people really don't have armor or anything. I didn't really want you to pass through the woods, my friend. I did notice that there's a lot more patrols early in the game. And I think I figured out why that is. Because there's a number of starts that you do where you're hostile. In particular, the deserter start. By there being more substantial patrols, it actually makes those starts a lot more difficult. Because if there's not really patrols, let's just camp here. Build's done. Okay, we do have a mission. They have disappearing villagers, so this mission likely will deal with that. Prices probably will be pretty terrible here until we resolve that. So let's go ahead and do it. So it's some kind of beast is killing cattle and things. So could be dire wolves. We'll see. 350. We need to be paid more for this. 370. I accept the offer. Now we don't know for sure what it is until we find it. Okay, so there's going to be tracks. They are beast tracks, so we can expect something beast-like. Okay, so there's beast tracks in these parts. That's just pretty much telling you that you're on the path. We may have to fight them in the woods, although it looks like they carried off... yeah, it is dire wolves. I do not want to fight direwolves in anywhere near woods. That is entirely to their advantage. Looks like they're coming to me, so we'll just wait. Oh, they might not be coming to me. Alright, fine. We'll fight them in the forest. I don't really want to fight them in the forest, but we were close enough to the road that the road may be there. Or not. At least we have decent ground here. We will want to gain this high ground as soon as we can. Okay, there's 7 of them, and 3 are already on us. And then we've got 2 down here. Okay, so most of them are in the center here, which is actually where we want them to be. Because we have more experienced men there. Okay, well... this one down here is going to be easier to hit, so we'll go for that. This is going to be the only target. I'm going to step down. Oh, because of the forest. Darn. Because these guys down here aren't really doing anything at the moment. Well, there's not really anything we can do about that, so I'm just going to turn. You need to gain the high ground, and then you need to put a spear wall up to try and protect yourself. 68, 59. And we could push this guy off the high ground, but I don't know how much that's going to do for us. Okay, I'm going to shift up a bit, so these guys may have a better chance of moving around. I'd like to stay in this area. Maybe even shift down a bit. Because that's likely where the conflict is going to happen. Let's move you here just as a precaution. I'd like to move around, though. Okay. Shield wall up. Move forward, closing off their ability to get in here. Let's use these men how we intend to. We're going to hold the line. Now, unfortunately, because I did that, we're not going to be able to use our full numbers. That's why I did not want to fight in the forest. But on the other hand, this guy's safe, I guess. Hey, Pug. Not sure what I'm going to do with that guy just yet. Slash shield wall. Let's move down to make sure that our line is going to be some effectiveness. Should this guy move up here? Because if we don't move up, we're going to allow one to come in here, another one to come in here, and then another one to come in here. Kind of weakens our line. These guys may be sufficient. Alternatively, we move here. We only allow one to come in. I think that's the right strategy. And then you shield wall to defend your brothers. End turn. Okay. Try and hack this one down. Shield wall. If we move here, then shield wall, we make these 2 brothers' shield walls more effective, so... let's see how this goes. We have some of our more effective men with better armor on the front line. That one's trying to flank, I think, but more than likely we'll have this one wrapped up before that happens. Let's focus on the one that's down first. Yeah, this guy I may have made a tactical mistake with. I think I did. Okay. If we can take this one out, we could reroute some of my men. Okay. I'm gonna hold for that one. See, moving forward's really dangerous because this wolf can move right through and be in this spot. So if I move accordingly, I might be in trouble. So let's hold until we figure out where we're going to be free to move. Let's move here. Because I have a lot of men that are going to have the opportunity to attack here. Let's attack here instead. There we go. Alright. I think we go full offense here. on an attempt to kill this guy because we've got a high chance to do so. Okay, we've got some to... Let's, I'm gonna hold with that one because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do there. Stun. Smack. Okay. Stun. Smack. Okay. Didn't get the smack off, but let's full move here. Shield wall. That one's running, so we can move. Kind of hold the line here. Now this wolf is going to have a little bit less options. Move forward. Back down on the wolf. Okay. We should not move anywhere near there, though. So end turn. End turn. I guess we can move here. I really don't want to give them the high ground, though, because the wolf could just come up here. Well, yeah, I could still do that. How about we try and keep the wolf off us? We'll see how that goes. Yeah, this guy's pretty hurt. Yeah, it came back over here. Came back in there. Okay. Well, I've only got this attack, so we'll take that. Then we'll hold. Don't have an option here, hold. I think I have a shot on this guy. There we go. Direwolves do not necessarily have the best morale. I think we hold here. No, that was a hit we needed. Let's hold. Okay, move you here. That was a mistake, I just realized. Oof. A shield wall to defend myself. Slash. Move in. Move in. Stab. They've kind of made it clear who they want to go after. Okay, good. Stun. Good, we got the stun off. That's the important part. As you can see, though, getting that stun causes a lot of fatigue, so... Let's move up here. Alright, I think we need to be defensive here. This guy has a pretty high chance of dying here on the next turn, so we do have to be some elements of careful. They get 3 attacks, as you can see there. And he does not have good armor, so the fact that they miss that many times was extremely fortuitous. Okay, that one's gonna run. I don't even know if it got a turn, so that's good. Step down, but not having the ability to really attack this turn. I think it's pretty clear where they're going to attack, so let's try. Now, the goal there was to try and open a hole. We still have an opportunity here. There we go. Let's hold, because we might be able to move forward. I don't really have a shot here, so we'll move down until we have one. I'm gonna hold, because I don't know where else to go. Shield wall to protect ourselves. Let's just finish the wolves off. Okay. Hold. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what this this strategy is. It's an army of mice, right? We use quantity over quality. To get you, so you're nowhere near that. I held so this guy could go, because he can get in there and attack this turn. You always have to be mindful of that. Although I did just block this guy out, now that I think about it, because you can't move through 2 guys. You can move past 1, but not 2. And this guy's already gone, so this guy's just been blocked out. I'm very unlikely to get more men in here, but I guess we'll start moving. We'll get one more attack against us. Yeah, direwolves can be extremely tough, especially in the early game when you're not really ready for them. And a lot of that is just how many attacks they get. It can be outrageous. If they can land with those, it does really devastating damage. Honestly, I hate Goblin Wolf Riders even more for the same reason, because they get off 3 attacks. They have a lot of movement. It's just crazy. All right, let's hold here. We don't have attack unless we move, so we'll do so. I guess we'll just start moving over this way. Maybe I'll just destroy this guy by attacking his morale. But we still don't have an attack here. We do have one here. I mean, honestly... Oh, okay. So you're saying Wolf Riders have 3 attacks in Duelists, Direwolves have 3 attacks in Berserk. Is that just the Frenzied Direwolves, though, that have Berserk? Or all Direwolves? Looks like the Direwolf may last another turn on us, which is not what I want. Okay, good. We got to run away. That will do. So next turn, dead. Oh, hey, we got 2 level ups. That's not too bad. When we get their pelts. Okay, we got them. We mostly took damage on this guy, and it was severe enough that I'd say we take him out until he's healed up a bit. Especially as he's one of my more important characters. Okay, let's do our level up. Obviously, I need the attack value. So this guy's going to be a good candidate for getting what we need to do our strategy. Definitely you need resolve, and I always like to go with fatigue as well. So those are all things we sorely needed on this character. Okay, and your perk, I'm going to just keep going with fast adaptation here. Which will even work on the strategy we're going for, so it's not a bad one to pick up. Oh, Frenzy Direwolves have Overwhelm. Yeah, you know what? I do know that. You're right. I do remember that. And for those of you that don't know, Overwhelm is this ability. So when you attack somebody, you give them a penalty for their attacks, and it does stack, if I remember correctly. So the fact that a Direwolf gets 3 attacks, or a Frenzy Direwolf gets 3 attacks, that's a lot of Overwhelm penalties it can put out. Okie dokie. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Now, what have I been doing with the other polearm guys? Out of curiosity. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Ghost Jim to level up faster, and then we really need to get Backstabbers. That is a key ability in my mind. Okay. I'm thinking we go melee skill here, even though it's only a +2. Definitely I would like resolve. Then after that, I guess the initiative would be a good one for us as well. Because eventually I'll get overwhelmed on my backliners as well. Because it is a good ability to have. We'll go with student, so this guy levels up faster. So at this point in our back line, who has the best resolve? Yeah, okay, so this guy for sure has the best resolve. So we're going to go ahead and put him in the middle. And we're going to switch out, sure, have a pitchfork. Whoops. I was selected on the wrong guy. There we go. Yeah, so the way the banner works is it gives a resolve bonus to anybody within 4 tiles of the guy carrying the banner. So the greater the guy's resolve that is carrying it, the better off you're going to be. This guy's also probably a good sergeant candidate, rally the troops. He may actually have the best resolve of any of my characters. Wouldn't be surprised at that. Now, why is his resolve so good? Oh, he's fearless. Okay, that makes sense. So he's our sergeant candidate. I usually do a sergeant in the front line, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Although the sergeant has a similar thing. You have a sash that I think does almost exactly the same thing. Wouldn't necessarily be bad, I guess, to stack it on the same person. I've just never done it before. It would be bad from the standpoint if we lost that person, but that's about it. Alright. Get our money. Not a lot of money, but hey, it helps. Every little bit helps. Yeah, and they no longer have disappearing villagers, so we can do business with them. Alright, so any opportunity we have to get better equipment will be looked at gratefully. I may pick up the food here just because it is being sold for a decent price. Nothing else seems to be all that great here, though. And I really don't want to buy bludgeons because they're such a low-tier weapon, and you can get these in droves. I probably actually sold a number because I didn't initially think I was going to go that route, but now that we're going to go that route, I kind of regret that. We also need more axes to pull off the strategy that I want to do, but yeah, let's just buy a thing of food and move on. Okie dokie. So we're just going to do jobs along the path until we get some more poachers so we can fill out our line. That's pretty much the game plan. If we find any poachers along the way, that's great. We may want to get some medical supplies if we get an opportunity. Right, we got two skull missions. Let's see what's all here. Okay, pea bricks being sold for way more than they're worth. Furs being sold for way more than they're worth. Yeah, nothing really jumping out at me. Although the armor may be worth it, even if it's beat up. Because it's kind of something we are sorely in need of. I think we picked this up. And how are we doing on headgear? I would say equally in need of that. So I have no problem picking up this and this. They're beat up, so we are going to have to repair them, but because they're beat up, they're a little cheaper. I kind of feel like though tools are worth more than the price that we just saved there, but oh well. Okay. So let's look through our men, see who's a good candidate for better armor. I would say this guy's probably a pretty good candidate. It's not really going to affect his max fatigue at all, but it will give him better defense. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, you're not as high of a priority. You already have that better level of armor. You're not really that high of a priority either. Yeah, some of these guys, they're not really that great. I mean, you're technically higher level, which gives you a little bit of precedence, so I guess. And then you have the higher attack value. So, I guess I'll give you that, and then you can have a normal shirt. Okay, so now for head protection. This is pretty much going to go to whoever has just really basic protection. I mean, honestly, we had some pretty good protection back here that I could have handed down. Coming to think of it, though, I realize that this guy really doesn't have room for that, does he? Maybe I should switch that back around, because this guy has a lot more fatigue. Yeah, let's switch that around. So you'll take this. There you go. And then you'll take this and this. This guy's a little bit behind the curve, but he's a new guy. He kind of has to deal with that until we can get him some better gear. At this point, I think we have way too many bucklers, so we're going to sell some of those. Not really something we're going to be using a lot of. We're going to be using shields whenever possible. I kind of kept them around because we don't have that many shields on hand, and shields will break. But any of these bucklers that are kind of beat up, they can go. So let's just keep a handful around. Let's say that many. That's probably decent. And then we can sell this because it's kind of garbage. All right, let's make sure that there's no men that we want. Here's a poacher. I definitely want him. Oh, this is a guy we already tried out. We got one poacher. Let's try him out. Make sure he's okay. He's eagle-eyed, which is nice, but he's a drunkard, which is kind of bad, especially for range skill. Ah. All right, we're gonna have to pass on him because that's really not good. Okay, well let's see what we got here. So we have to deliver a package. 130 up front and 530. Okay. We need to be paid more, though. All right, he accepts. I'm going to accept the offer and then see where we're going here. 2 days to Southwest. Southwest is probably not really the direction we want to go in, but I'm going to check that. Oh, it's Nebelheim. Nebelheim, we know exactly where that is. I'm going to need some time to think about it. Let's at least see where the other contract is. Okay, so another travel contract, 2 days or so from here. What does it pay? Similar price, but this one's going to be the one where they pay for your food too, but you don't really have control over, you don't really have control over the traveling. It just goes. Okay, he does agree to that. I am going to accept the offer. Where are we going? 2 days to the west. All right, so Donnerstadt. All right. So we're going to look at both locations. So Nebelheim, we know where that is. That's down here. But Donnerstadt's over there, and that's kind of the direction we want to be going in, because I believe, as a matter of fact, Donnerstadt is the place that we really ultimately want to go, because there is a trapper here, which I assume will have maybe what we're looking for. So, yeah, let's take that second contract. And they will pay for my provisions along the way. Now, food can spoil along that time, so we will keep that in mind. But I will accept this contract and head out. Okay, so anything more business we want to do, we need to conduct now before we leave. I think we're more or less ready, so let's just leave. So now we're in a caravan. I want to put you back in the front line, hoping that you repair your equipment and are healed up before we have another engagement. All right, off we go. But like a lot of the strategy of this is kind of just loot stuff off of corpses and make do with what we got. At least initially. Because we don't have a lot of money to work with. But we've got back up to 14 men. And we more or less have an idea of what we want to be... who we want to be recruiting in the future. This also gives me some time to heal injuries and what have you. Now, oftentimes, the travel contracts don't have a lot of action, but when you just need some cash... Oh, there were brigands. They didn't attack us, though. And that's somewhat surprising. You find a boy and girl looking up a tree. The girl throws her hands up. Alright, stay there until you die. See if I care. Okay, so they want help with a cat in a tree. Well, we don't actually... I mean, we technically have a bow, but nobody has a bow. And I don't know how skillful we are with this stuff. This could be both a good thing and a bad thing, but we'll go for it. Hey, gained +1 range skill. Ah, we'll take it. And they say, finally, we got ourselves something to eat. So they didn't want the cat because it was theirs. They wanted the cat so they could eat it. And those 13 brigands are just hanging out. They may have been wiped out by that patrol. I'm going to guess that they were 13, like, thugs or something low level. I mean, and we outnumber them. So at this stage, even though that seemed like a lot of men, I'm not a monster, Pug. I'm killing brigands and stuff. They deserve it. Okay, they get their... we got our money, and they're now well supplied, so which is excellent. Now let's go in here and hire men. Thankfully, there's seemingly a lot of men. But not a lot of men on what we want. So I may have to end up passing on this one. We will take a look at the market here, though, because they're going to be well supplied. Ooh. Yeah, they definitely have it coming, Pug. Don't even refute it. And don't give me that Monster Lives Matter or any of that nonsense. Well, in that case, it'd be Brigands' Lives Matter, right? All right. We could buy the furs here, but I'm tempted to take the contract first, or at least look what it is and see if we can improve relations with this town before we do anything. As I said, the food does spoil as you're traveling, so as much as... Oh, we actually have some booze on hand, some mead and some beer. Well, the men are happy with that circumstance. Do we have a taxidermist here? No. We do have an armorer, but we're probably not going to be able to afford anything there. Especially as the prices are a little high. I mean, I don't think we have 14,000 gold at the moment. But there could be something interesting at the marketplace. Like we could get some more gamison. We would benefit from. This guy has pretty good fatigue. Yeah, let's go with this. And this. We're kind of getting our militia a little bit better equipped here. These helmets here, Pug, we got this literally from Undead. So, they're twice dead. That's even worse, right? I'm kind of disappointed there's no poachers in this area. Alright, well, I think we grab the furs and we just make do. Oh, well, actually, no, let's see what the contract is first. Another travel contract. How many crowns are we talking? Whoa! Need to be made... Oh my, well, we're doing this. We need to go to Stallhaven 3 days to the southeast by road, so it's probably clear on the other side of the map. Let's double check that. So Stallhaven. Stallhaven. Ah, there it is. I see it. Unfortunately, we do not have any ports over here. What we could do is we could either come up there or come over here. Fast travel that way. The workshop here, so we might be able to buy some tools. Fishing hut, so there's gonna be fishers over there. Fishermen. Okay, and we at least get to stop in this town, see if there's anything of what we want there. I mean, there is a bunch of forest nearby. There's a chance there's some poachers. Can't really tell what these things were because they're ruined. Leather tanner, hunter's cabin. Okay. That's a location we'd want to go to eventually. But we could take advantage of the fast travel, especially considering how much money we're just about to make. Yeah, I think we do that. So... I don't think there's anything else more I want here. Oh yeah, the furs. We'll grab some of those, because chances are pretty high we'll be able to make a profit off that. Hopefully the fast travel isn't going to be too expensive. Accept your contract. Leave. Alright, let's get going. So my game plan is to go up here and then fast travel. Or go over here and fast travel. I mean, either way. That area might be cheaper just because it's closer. But then again, we'll have to see how much our midday tick costs us. Hopefully the furs sell for a profit here. And then we can just immediately make our money back. Okie. Marketplace. Oh, they're terrified here. Not good. And it's not selling for a profit, unfortunately. Because they're terrified, there's not really anybody to hire. We already have a contract, so we need to move on. Well, Pug, this is, we're a mercenary company. This is not a charity. Oh, unhold the tax. There's a taxidermist. Getting bad prices here, probably because of the situation. And we're at a taxidermist too, so we could buy one of these, but I think money is a little tight at the moment, so... Alright. We'll have to come back there. Let's get over here to Otternburg. Oh, that's a cool name for a town. Alright, I guess it's a city. But I'm definitely going to hold out for some poachers because I want to go with the range attackers if I can. Cities, you tend to have better prices too for things. It's selling for a profit, so I'll take it. Not a very high profit, but it's a profit. Okay. We'll sell well here. I'll go ahead and pick up a stack. And we're kind of at that point where we do need some more food, so I'll pick up one of those. Alright, is there anything else we need here? Not really. Ooh, alright, we should look at the recruits then. I mean, we might be able to make do with a militiaman. Because they can potentially have range combat skill. But I'm going to hold off on that. Where do we need to go? Stallhaven, right? Let me just make sure before we spend that kind of money. Stallhaven. Is it worth 570 crowns? I think so, because it cost me about that much to get there paying my men. I mean, not quite, but... Then again, we get more opportunities to hire poachers, right? Alright, fine, we're gonna huff it. Let's take the shortcut, though, down this way. And if we see anybody, we can kill them along the way and maybe get some profit that way. Let's do some fast traveling here. At least faster. Hopefully we can get here in time, or it's night and we can do some business. All right, men to hire. Ooh, I noticed there was something here. We got a rat catcher. This guy may potentially have good range skill. So because of that, I'm going to try him out. He's dumb. Nah, we're not getting him. Good harvest. So that means that there's going to be a bunch of crops and they're going to be cheap. Yeah. But we could have picked up... Okay, well that was a good opportunity to get some food. Okay, do we want to take a shortcut over the mountain? I think so. We'll come over this way and we'll stop at Rabble, a town that likes us. And we'll see what we encounter out in the wilderness here. It's been kind of quiet as far as enemies. Hold on. Pause. Oh, brigand dogs, we gotta kill those guys. I also saw some brigands over there. Let's go kill these guys. Get some action here. Okay, brigand dogs, we can handle them. Hopefully we can get some gear here that I want. Oh good, we have the high ground too. Trying to think about how the best way I can take advantage of that high ground. Definitely I need to shift forward. I think I may let these B, because it's going to be hard to really do anything about that. Okay, so it's going to be tough for them to get over this way, because this is all too high, so they'd have to come all the way around. So if I just move down here, we'll be pretty good. Okay. You're going to shift up. You're going to shift up. That might have been dumb. It might have been a waste of fatigue, because I don't know if they're going to be able to get to me, but oh well. Okay. 51, 51. Okay, we'll go for this guy. Okay, we had a completely different guy. Sometimes a good idea going for the crowd. Turn. Turn. Move forward. Turn. Alright, looks like they're focusing in here and up there. Okay, we'll wait for them. Wait for them. There they are. We're not going to get a better opportunity, so let's just hack him down. Okay. 51, 52, 46. So this guy's going to keep getting hit. Ouchie for him. Okay, at this stage, I really don't want to tire my men out doing spear rolls. We actually want to draw them in, so let's just go ahead and... I'll just hold this as a precaution here, because I don't know. Looks like some of these guys have held their actions, so... All right. He's running, so there's no reason to waste a stun on him. Okay, and turn. Okie dokie. This guy, do you want a spear wall? Because these guys are trying to flank us. I don't really want them to be able to gain this high ground easily. Alright. At this point, I think we're in a good position, especially as we outnumber these guys so much. $59, $59, $54. Let's go with the guy with the cleaver. He's kind of a threat. Hold. 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 Oh, did I hold this guy? Oop, that was a mistake. It doesn't really matter, though. Down he goes. Probably stabbed him right in the face. And turn. Step forward. Slash. Step forward. Bash. Move over this way. These guys will probably try and run, which is fine. Step to here. Oh, he's running, so no need to stun him. Alright, not very much a good day for these guys. Matter of fact, they really didn't manage to do anything. I'm kind of just thinking about letting this guy go, because he started running a decent distance from me. I'm not going to be able to catch him. So unless I get a really lucky shot with a slinger, who I don't even know if is in range, I don't know if it's worth my time. Let's see if the slinger can do it. There's a bush in the way. Okay, that's it. It's over. Okay, that's not bad loot. I mean, we just should take out a camp, so usually you get decent loot from that. Alright, what do we got here? Brigand Poachers and Brigand Raiders. I don't really want to fight Brigand Raiders at this point, especially as we've been doing as well as we have. We did just get better armor, too, and a level up. So let's take a look at the level up first. What would we want? Probably Shield Expert, without a doubt. Okay, you're a little down on fatigue, so I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to take the +2 here, even though it's not that great of a roll. I'm also going to take this +2. Okay, you're done. Alright, and the better armor. So you are already pretty well equipped. There we go. And then this is going to be the same amount of fatigue as that, so actually makes a lot more sense to give it to you. Then you would be the guy that I would upgrade here, but you don't really have very much fatigue, and I don't want you to be too much lower than you already are. I guess we could pass the armor back through our back line here. Alright, that's a start. Let's keep going. Speed time up a little bit. Okay, we got another set of brigands here. What are they? Brigand marksmen, some brigand raiders, and a brigand leader. That's well beyond us, so we're gonna ignore that. Hopefully they don't attack us. Or attempt to attack us, where we would run if they did. Here they come. We're going to stop in Nebelheim, but we're going to leave afterwards. Okie dokie. The first thing first, we're going to sell this ring, because it sells for a good price. And then we're going to sell some of this junk we don't want, like this and this. Okie dokie. Let's start selling some stuff we're definitely not going to use. So I'm not going to use that. This is beat up. Don't really want it. This is beat up. Don't really want it. This is beat up. I don't really want it. I really want to do the thing that we want to do, which is the bludgeon thing. So I actually am thinking about buying these, even though I do not think that they're a good purchase. But they're fairly cheap, especially here. What is the stuff we got? Oh, we do have a taxidermist here. But we definitely want a dire wolf mantle. Where I would put it, I don't know, but it would also compact our inventory a little bit. So that's nice. We'll go ahead and craft that. I forget, do we have a dog? We may have gotten one for free, but I don't remember. That might have been another playthrough. Yeah, I think that was another playthrough. Yeah, so, I mean, we've got good armor like this that we could easily upgrade. What does this do? It gives you 15 durability, when durability is pretty much your armor value. And that's for free. There's no downside for it. It also reduces your enemy's resolve by 5, so pretty good. So a lot of it comes down to who would we want to live more. I think this is good armor. We would more than likely keep this around, because I believe this is the best armor at this fatigue level. So, who's more deserving? You always want to keep a team player alive. So there he goes. He has a little bit of a wolf pelt on his armor now. Okay, let's close the ranks on that. Then I'm going to buy me some bludgeons. Okay, we're doing pretty good on food, so I don't feel like we need to buy anything there. So let's start instituting the strategy I want to use. Anyone that has above a 50 needs to be equipped accordingly. So you are going to get a bludgeon. You already have an axe. You two guys haven't really gotten to that point yet. So until you level up more, I guess I shouldn't have bought as many bludgeons as I did. I thought we had more people that fit the bill. I guess we could give this guy a bludgeon. It doesn't really matter. And if that's the case, we're going to go ahead and give this guy a bludgeon, and we'll give this guy the Morning Star. And now we're racking a lot more spears than we need. I think I only want to keep really 2 of those on hand. So, sell those. Let's sell one of the cleavers as well, just to get it out of the inventory. And we'll sell this knife. As a matter of fact, we'll sell both knives. Okay. I think that puts us in a little bit better position as far as I want to be. Alright, let's look at men. See if there's any poachers. Is it easy mode already? I don't know if you could ever call this game easy mode. Alright. I wish I knew what the stats of a fisherman was like. Like, do they have good range skill? I would assume not, but yeah, I mean, they throw a net, so maybe. So, Leo, we're just trying to fill out our 16-man squad. I'm looking for ranged guys, because I only have one at the moment, because one of our guys died. So, that's what I've been looking for. We do have a contract here, though. It's going to pay us pretty well. Oh, okay. When you say win a game, you mean like the end event? Because I've done, I usually play on veteran difficulty as far as the combats, and I've made it through all 3 of the end events, but from what I understand, you can just keep going after the end event. It doesn't necessarily end the game. You can retire at the end of an event, of course, but you don't have to, and you can keep going. And from what I understand, you get another event after that if you keep going, so entirely up to you if you want to keep doing that. But there are bunches of things I haven't done in this game yet, despite, yeah, finish a crisis. Yeah, gotcha. Well, they are tough. That's for sure. There's a bunch of stuff I haven't done yet, though, despite how many hours I put into the game. Never faced a dragon. I expect that it's going to be really difficult. I know that there's some things... If you go explore the fringes, you can encounter some things. I'm not going to spoil anything, because we might try and do that in one of our campaigns. But I haven't done any of those things, because usually I just stick to where the towns are. Yeah, exactly what Infernal says. But I'm not going to say that out loud. I don't know what it's like because I've never done it. Okay, so we got some more two skull missions. I really don't want these to be any more travel missions, if I'm perfectly honest with you. It looks like we have a travel mission here. How many crowns are we talking? Okay, we'll say we need to be paid more. We'll accept, and we'll say we need to think about it. So they're going to 4 days to the northeast. That's probably not even remotely where we want to go. And then a package. Okay, we need to be paid more. Accept your offer, so we have to go to Eidsvik. Dragons are easy. You only need a white-haired young woman to handle them. I understand that that's a Game of Thrones reference, but I don't really know that much about Game of Thrones. I have not really seen it, so I know. That is like heresy, but... all right, we're going to say I need some time to think about it. We're going to look on the map. Okay, let's see. Eidsvik. I should have looked at where... Oh, okay. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going to Eidsvik. Especially as we could just fast travel to get there. And again, it's a whole heap of money. So, yeah, we're probably going to do that one. But while we're here, I might as well at least wait. To see if there's anything cool going on in the town. So, we'll camp. I feel like I'm just doing package delivery simulator here right now, though. Yeah, really the reason I never got into Game of Thrones is I'm not really a big drama fan. And, you know, no offense to anybody that enjoys that kind of thing, but really Game of Thrones is just a high-budget soap opera. It's not the first one. There's a lot of ones. I think one of the shows that kind of started that trend would be Battlestar Galactica, kind of aiming for the soap opera-style plots, but, you know, high production value, because in the old days, soap operas were really low budget, had terrible acting, were not really all that well written. So when you say soap opera, it kind of has a stigma attached to it. But in these cases, these are high production value shows that are well acted and well written and what have you. Although I think there's been some argument about the writing lately. Again, I haven't seen the show, but I've seen at least some of the talk around it. Yeah, see, I'm more, like, my big thing is science fiction from the 80s. I've seen as many science fiction 80s films as I possibly can. So that's kind of my thing, although I like science fiction in general. Alright, so let's see what's in the town. Not close enough to where I'd want my prices. Let's at least see the men to hire. It seems like there's a fair number of them. Still no poachers or hunters or anything, though. There's a rat catcher, so let's see what that guy's like. He's a dastard, which means he'll run away. And he's just, well, that's doubly no on that guy. Okay, well, we'll take the travel contract to Eidsvik. Or Eidsvik, or whatever. I don't speak German, so I'm sure I butcher the hell out of everything in this game. Yeah, we'll go with this one. It started in the 80s, Urzi, so technically I think it started in like 89, 88, somewhere around there. But yeah, I'm a big Next Generation fan. I grew up watching that show. I'm a big fan of the original series as well. I know that's 60s, but... Alright. Oh, actually, I forget the name of the town. Oh yeah, it's Otternburg. I remember that because it was a cool name. Well, they're German devs, though, right? Or am I mistaken on that? Okay, so we fast traveled up there. That's pretty much how boats work. So... I don't think anything has changed here. So I don't blame them for using German words. I mean, obviously that's their native tongue. And I think it kind of, it adds an interesting, because they do have like the Brothers Grimm kind of stuff in here too. So, I mean, you're going to get the Golden Goose. I mean, I'm not going to say it's entirely that. Ooh, okay, we got some barbarians. We've never fought Reavers before, but we have at least a caravan nearby. So at least we can maybe use their numbers. So this fight may be a horrible idea. So fingers crossed we don't have a band wipe here. Company wipe, whatever you want to... Okay. So we're going to start a little further away because we got involved in a fight in progress. So the caravan may be murdered by the time we get there, but hey, maybe they'll injure him a little bit and slow him down. Yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying there. Oh, actually, no, we can see one of them. Well, if they're going to be that close, although the way barbarians work, and this is kind of me still learning them, but from what I've seen of the barbarians, they are like counter punchers. They hang back, they wait for you to get close enough, and then they charge in. They use their adrenaline to make sure that they can go first on the next turn. So effectively, they get well, depending on how close you move to them, they get 2 attacks. Maybe they get 1 attack on the first turn. Oh, well, I've always seen them hang back, so I could be mistaken, but... Yeah, see, they just backed up. But once they charge in, like, they wait for you to get close enough that they can kind of initiate, like, a short-range charge. They use their adrenaline, and then they wail on you before you can really react. That's what I've seen. But again, I'm still learning. Excuse me. I kind of hesitate to move up very aggressively here. But what the hell? We know they're going to be up here somewhere. Yeah, they have recovery too. That makes sense because it seems like they dump fatigue in what they do. There they are. So see, they held their turn, so they can come back in here. So that was why it was probably not the best idea to charge in here. Without knowing precisely where they were. I could have slow-rolled it a little bit, but I was afraid that the caravan would get murdered if I slow-rolled it too much. I may have messed up my move a little bit. I think I did. Oh, let's just have this guy go over this way, I guess. Ah, they have throwing weapons. All right. I really don't like the fact that we don't have many range attackers. We'll make the line a little fancier later. Okay, so they've already killed a couple of the caravan guards. I have to remind myself I have 14 men. I'm used to having 12. I think I'm going to continue moving aggressively here. So here's a Reaver, huh? That's not looking good for these guys. Their morale is tanking. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. I want to tie this guy up. If he uses adrenaline to get in a blow, we'll deal with it. Okay. They have a obscene amount of damage, is what Infernal is saying here. Okay, we need to make sure we close the ranks here. So this guy's going to go here. We're not close enough for them to get in and get an attack next turn, if that's what they do. it looks like our fights more going to be over here. So this guy's going to move to like kind of be in reserve. There they go, using adrenaline. That guy's dead as hell. Ouch. Oh, they have the switch attack. I mean, the switch inventory thing for free ability. Ah. Okay, we can move to here and fire a sling stone. Although they have shields, I don't know how effective this is going to be. Ouchie. I really hope this doesn't turn into a stack wipe. We're going to hold until we move our line here. I'm going to hold with this guy. Hold here. Hold here. Not hold here. Shield wall to defend ourselves because we already did take a big hit there. Move over. I want to kind of force them to move into me, so we can set the pacing of what's going to happen here. Perfect. All right, that's what we wanted, because now we can engage them. Unfortunately, my polearm guys aren't really going to be able to do a whole lot here. Although we could move to here. Yeah, that's not a bad move. Okay, so you're going to move there. Let's just move to here for now. We know that they're going to beat me to initiative, so I'm tempted. Shield wall off to protect ourselves. Yeah, we don't really have a move there. We don't really have a move there. So, like, for example, I could stun this guy right now. But maybe the safer move is to shield wall and try not to get killed. Now, I could move forward here, but let's be smart about this. I so want to stun this dude. Yeah, I did it. Oh, yeah, tight. There we go. We got our stuns off. That's gonna help us. This flank actually may need some help, so... Hold. Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay, I'm going to throw a stone at this guy. I don't think it's going to do much against his armor, but hey, we at least hit him with that. Alright. We can step up. Stab that guy. Stab up. Step up. Stab... Oh, alright. Well, we were trying. Let's keep focusing on that guy. And we step this guy up. We try and stun here, I think. We try and stun here. We've got multiple opportunities to stun. Okay, they're trying to flank me here. They may be just going after the caravans, which is, I guess, fine. I'm gonna hold. If we didn't get the stun, we'll try, Shouldn't be able to tag me this turn. Let's hold. Okay, let's try and stun him. Got him. Try for the stun. Try for the stun. Failure. Spear wall. Hold. Move up. Try for the stun. Kind of a waste there. I really don't like this flank and how it looks. I mean, so far we're handling it, but I'm still kind of nervous about the Reavers because we have not faced them yet. Thankfully, they're distracted. Okay, so they only have 2 Reavers that I'm aware of, unless we killed one already. Okay, that's good. Let's move up. Okay. Try and kill this guy. Or a donkey. Let's hold. Trap his shield out. Murder him. Murder him, I said. Murder him, I said. I'm a little worried what this guy's going to be able to do. Hold. Let's move here and try and stun him. Okay, there's a chance we would get that off. Okay, we stunned him. For 2 fatigue, though. Kind of the problem with the strategy we're doing. Maybe we just murder this guy while they're distracted, huh? Need a little recovery, though, so... Yeah, we're getting really tired here from the constant stun attempts. I'm gonna move in here. Stab. Move in here. They just focus on the donkey for a little while. We get some a little bit of a reprieve. You know, this is only 1 man. Let's head over this way. Okay, hold. Yeah, poor donkey. Try and make him pay for it. Oh, well, that's not good. We just lost a shield there. I'm gonna hold. Okay. Actually, let's step here. Stab. That's a shame. Yeah, we have a lot of fatigue here. Maybe I should have recovered. There we go, we got the stun off. That's the important bit. Okie dokie. I'm gonna recover, because we're better off doing that. Over that way. I really think this is a dumb idea. Because this guy is just gonna come in and murder me. Let's be smarter about it. Yeah, he's trying to run. Okay, they're just gonna run on me. So let's just finish this guy off and we'll let him go. I don't think it's wise to chase him down. I don't even know if I can chase him down. And we're kind of tired, so we'll just end turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to knock one of these guys out, so we'll just, you know, try and help out here. Okay, he's going to full run, which is great. So let's just murderize him. There we go. So this one we can just end. And it should be over. It's over. We're gonna lootify them. We didn't get any of that cool armor though, unfortunately, because we beat it up. I don't know how good it is. Pardon me. I suspect their weapons aren't that great. I mean, it's pretty fatiguing for what it is. I kind of see what you're saying, Infernal, with why do they do so much damage, considering that the weapons, like, comparatively, shouldn't do that much damage? I mean, like, just as a comparison. So this counts as a cleaver, 20 to 30. 30 to 45 right here. So how are they doing that kind of damage? How effective is it against armor? Okay. Well, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. So I will be right back. Okie dokie. Let's keep moving here. We were not really able to... Well, according to this, we saved the caravan because there's one thing left here. The donkey. Oh, we got 11 barbarians here. 11 barbarian thralls. We did take damage, did we not? Yeah, we did. We also have a level up. Well, let's see what we get here. +3 I'll take. And then +3 for the defense. That's perfect. And definitely +3 for the resolve, because this guy's resolve is absolutely atrocious. And then fast adaptation, I think. And you have graduated to be above 50, so you are going to have the honor of having... Well, normally I'd give you an axe. Kind of low on axes right now. I mean, we do have a hatchet, but hatchets are kind of, not really what I'm looking for. I guess they do more damage, though. Sure, you get a little hatchet, I guess. Alright, well, we're making progress. I kind of want to kill these barbarians. Because you usually get a trade good out of them. You usually get, like, the necklace or something else that you're going to want to trade. Let's go ahead and top off the tea here, too. So... I think it's not a bad fight for us. Just the problem is how beat up our men are. So... is it worth the risk? Oh, well, at least try and chase him down, I guess. Oh, we're getting to him pretty fast, huh? I do not want to fight them on the hills for the risk that they may get better train. Every moment that passes is a moment that we get a little bit of health back and a little bit of repairs done. Alright, here we go. Yeah, and again, it looks like they're going to hang back a bit. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think if I go forward as much as I'd want to, I'm asking for them to charge me. So let's play it safe here. I see that guy charge forward. Well, if we can split them into groups like what they're doing right now, not necessarily bad. These guys ended the turn. They did not hold. So I think we would be perfectly safe in moving to here. Okay, he's going to take the high ground. Okay. So if I move here... We're going to have to hold here because I can't move where I would normally move. So hold. Hold. Okay. Let's see how we want to do this. I think we have this guy go here, this guy go here. Spear wall to try and keep them off the flank of us. Everyone else needs to come down. So this guy's going to move in here. This guy's going to move here. Although I won't be able to attack this turn if I do that. Alright, let me think of how we're going to do it from this side. So if this guy goes here... No, I think that's the way we want to move this. We want to move here. I mean, that guy to move there. Not ideal, but... You're going to move here and spear wall. Oh, I didn't give you a shield! Oh, I feel so dumb. Okay, so we can't risk putting you here because of the lack of shield. Okay, normally I'd be much more aggressive than I'm being right now. Let's split the shield. I should have probably done that with the other guy. I feel like I messed up my move. I don't think this guy should have moved there. He should have moved to a different spot. I was kind of hoping for that stun. Okay, you're gonna move up. Alright. Good, he's dead. Take that. Gee. All right. Just trying to get the stuns out there. Oh, come on. You're missing, like, easy shots here. Okie dokie. We already stunned this guy. Okay, move in. Almost had him. Yeah, I'm just trying to like wreck their morale as much as I can, because they do have morale. Let's shield wall up here because we are kind of a little surrounded. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to see how this goes. Ouch. I was a little worried for that, but looks like we got through it okay. Oh, come on. Move up here. Try and help out down here. You're gonna move there, you're gonna move there, so let's move up on this guy. And move in. Done. Turn. Okay, he's dead. This guy can move there. Thanks, Windows 10. Okay, got him to run. So let's step in. Done. Kill. Retired. Alright, managed to get through them. Yeah, I kind of like the strategy we're using of putting out stuns. The problem is it's not going to work against every opponent, and it's very fatiguing to do. Alright, looks like my stream just dropped, so those of you following me on YouTube, we're gonna have a little bit of a cut here while I try and figure things out. Alright, we're back. So I just had internet outage, and considering this was a live stream, for those of you on YouTube, that's why I interrupted the recording. So you may see up on the upper right corner there, I have a timer that runs. Some time probably went by as I was resetting the modem and everything, but Ursi says that it makes me look still alive. All right. Well, I guess that's good. I don't know. All right. Well, in any case, let's continue here. There's only one enemy left. Again, those of you on stream, I don't know how much of it you missed, but if you watch the YouTube video, I'm gonna have to edit it together. But you will miss that like maybe minute or so that you lost. I don't remember what I was doing or what I was talking about, but. We can just end turn here. I don't know if I have a clear shot. Oh, I sure do. We'll hold. Just try to get around to this guy. Yeah, you're not going to get there. Just hold. Let's try and stun him so he doesn't do too much. when you're surrounding a guy, always be mindful that somebody may be able to get in to attack. So sometimes be very careful with how you move. This guy's not really going to get anything done either. Let's move you in, because you can get a stun. Oh. Seriously, I can't get any attack off? Well, that was a mistake, because this guy could have attacked. This guy has got rock solid morale. I'll give him that. We'll just recover here. You can get in and attack him. He's dead. So we did pick up an injury here on a couple people who have some health missing. We get a level up though, and we get to lose some more stuff. So that's good. Wonder how effective these are compared to normal javelins. I would assume not as effective, but hey, it's better than the nothing that we have right now. I actually have somebody that could use this, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. I don't remember which man I used. Yeah, it's this guy. He's not necessarily got the best range combat ability, but it still will be not bad to use these. They may be more fatiguing to carry, though, is the problem. I say we hold off on that. Okay. And hopefully the internet connection maintains its stability, so just, like, shout at me if it doesn't. I'll try and peek at it every so often, but... Oh, the level up. Okie dokie. We already have the important thing. I think we're going to keep this guy a polearm guy. And polearm mastery is really good. Not only does it reduce the fatigue that you build up from skills, and if it's never clear to you what a skill is, it's any ability down here counts as a skill. So whenever it just says skill, it's talking about the different attacks that a weapon can do. And of course, it's particular to the weapon type. And you always have to make sure it says polearm. So this guy, he has a two-handed spear, not a polearm. It does the same kind of thing. It attacks two range, and it acts the same way as a polearm, but it is not a polearm. If you want to use this, effectively, you're going to want to take spear mastery, not polearm mastery. So just be mindful of that. But what else does it do? It's also going to reduce the action point cost from 6 to 5. This allows you to move a little bit further when you're attacking. Either attack then move, or move then attack, whatever. So very valuable if we're going to use a guy for polearms. Good roll there. Take that. Guess we could take some resolve, even though it's not that great of a roll. And again, fatigue could help us. Let's do fatigue. Okay, we also have this guy. He's not quite as high level, though. What is the path we take? Ah, yeah. Student would be the... potentially. We'll see what his roll is. Okay, you just rolled pretty well there. I don't know. I don't know if I want to take range stuff. Especially this guy already has pretty good melee skill. We'll take a... let's see. Resolve for sure. He wouldn't hurt. I think, yeah, the initiative, because that will play a part later. Yes, Leo. I think you're correct on that one. Okay. Yeah, we'll take student here. And then finally, you're now level 2. All right. I'll take defense when it's there. Wow, your rolls are absolutely terrible. Well, I'll take the melee skill anyway. And I guess I'll take a tiny bit of fatigue. Yeah, that was just a bad roll. I'll take fast adaptation nonetheless. Alright, what was this injury? Bruised leg. 1 additional action point per tile moved. Minus 20% initiative. That's not the worst in the game, the grand scheme of things, but we'll take him out of action just in case. And there's other things like that. There's, I forget what it's called. It's not Great Axe. Long Axe, I think it's called. Yeah, Long Axe. It works the same way. It's a range 2 attack that is an axe. Okay, we got our money. Let's see what we've got here. Do have a poacher. Let's try him out. Spartan. We're hiring him. Okay. Now, technically speaking, I don't know if I really want him to have a bow. It's a short bow. And it is going to do more damage. I kind of like not having to use ammunition. I really do. I want to have fun with this playthrough, and I think the right call here is to not use the bow. Matter of fact, I'm going to sell probably this, and I'll sell the beat-up short bow. We also don't need to have this guy have that great armor. Let's spread these guys out a little bit. Okay. We have one more man after this that we can get. But anyway, the armor we just took off. Yeah. Is there a man that would be better off with this? This guy here. He would be better off with it. Yeah, because of the extra accuracy. Although, doesn't Pitchfork do the same thing? Yeah, Pitchfork does the same thing. I don't know if pikes do, though. That's a good question. I think the main reason this is classified as a spear because of the spear wall ability. Ah, okay, yeah, the hook blade. But the good thing about a hook blade is it's effective against skeletons. A little bit more effective against skeletons. Because it's more a slashing attack rather than a piercing attack, which skeletons are resistant to. Alright. We got what we were looking for. I'm honestly just thinking about giving this guy back the armor he had. Although we could give it to a higher level dude. You're 4, you're 5. I mean, that makes sense for you to have better equipment. Yeah, okay. I like that. I also guess we could wear this instead of the hood, but I think I'm going to sell that instead. We actually honestly have a lot of things to sell here. So let's go into the marketplace. And I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell all this barbarian junk. Probably all these spears. We don't really need to keep them around. Not selling for what it's worth, so I'm not going to sell it. Sell all the farmer hats. Sell that. Let's sell this thing of arrows. That's probably good for now. We'll sort that back in. These guys are still below 50, which is kind of the point that I'm trying to get them up to. Alright. I don't think there's anything else we want to sell. Alright, well, let's see what... There's a weaponsmith here. We might as well take a look at it. Yeah, the javelins are better than what they had, the barbarians. I don't think we can really afford anything here, though. Okay, what do we got? 2-skull contract. Alright. What are we doing here? Ah, Brookins. Alright. I want to fight, so let's get some fighting going. We need to be paid more. He says no. Alright, we'll accept the offer. So we need to follow tracks, get this idol back. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Let's buy some medical supplies. We kind of need them. I'll go ahead and buy 2. Might as well. Also buy the tools. I'll buy both of them because they're being sold for what they're worth, which is kind of rare. We don't really need food, so we can pass on that. Okay, there's the tracks. Let's go get them. Actually, let's follow the road because we might catch them faster that way. It looks like that's kind of the way they're going. Now they're going into the mountains. There they are. Okay. So we do have a brigand marksman to worry about. I'm tempted to use this guy anyway, because his abilities are really not that affected. And you could use the experience. We do want to fight him at night, because the marksman, I don't really want to get hit with arrows here. I know we have more range attackers than they do, but they could have throwing weapons and stuff. All right. Good, we get some high ground here. Let's hold. They may not choose to come forward to us. Oh my gosh, I keep forgetting to give this guy a shield. Let's have him just hold entirely. I have a feeling they're going to hang back. I just get that feeling in my my gut here. We'll do the classic shield wall, move up tactic. Yeah, they held action on some of their guys. Oh, I guess we'll keep moving here. Although you're going to be a lot slower. Kind of a little bit of an issue there. Maybe I shouldn't have shield walled with that guy. Maybe a mistake. Very low chance to hit, but might as well. Alright, we kind of got slowed down a bit here, more than I'd like. Might still have my guys crawl up nonetheless. Alright, I'm gonna have you shift this way. Ooh, if I can get behind the tree, the archer can't hit me. There we go. Kind of messes my march up, but whatever. And you can fall in. Okay. Shift up so you can't get easily hit by an arrow. Hold. A lot of them shield walled up. Well, at least a couple of them did. There they go. Hold because we can get up on the high ground here. Okay, that was ineffective. And if they only piecemeal charge me, we're going to be in a good spot. Trying to get the stun on him. Okay, move forward. Drop a shield. Shield wall up. Min. Shield wall up. Oh, I screwed that up. Oh well. Let's hold, because I feel like this guy's going to take the high ground if I move forward. Trying to get that stun off. So what I should have done is I should have had this guy move up, and instead I filled the hole there. That was a mistake. Oh well. Mistakes happen. Okay. 28%. 15%. Let's go for the guy that's easier to hit. Okay, move up. Tab. Okay, we can hit here for 24 or hit here for 22. I say 24. Get up on the high ground. 51, 61. Ah, screw you. Okie dokie. Hey, we hit a 34%. Can't be too mad with that. Let's move in here. Stun. Hey, we got a stun. Awesome. You have gone. I'm tempted to take the high ground and just stun this guy. Oh wait, we can't do that. Okay, move forward. Right for the stun. Ouch. Move her this way to help out in the future. Go after the guy with the shield, even though maybe I should have held my action. I'm gonna shift down because we just got hit hard. Oh, interesting. Let's hold because we might be able to do something. Hold. Okay. Hold. I'm not doing too bad. This guy's already stunned, so there's no reason to stun him again. Especially as we just murdered him. Let's go full offense because it's clear who they're attacking. Dead. You've already gone, huh? Come on. Sure, I'll use the hotkeys. I'll eventually learn to use the hotkeys here. Oh, so much for the stunning. Okie dokie. What? What? Don't really have a move here. I really hope this guy doesn't bullseye that guy. We just hired him. That'd piss me off. Okay, he's gonna try and run. He did fire off an arrow though, which pisses me off. You're taking the risk into your hands. Let's try and clock him here. Downtown. Okay. Not quite. You don't run, buddy. You're gonna get... Do we go after his shield here? I think no. You're already running, but we might as well murder you. Take his shield out. Let's tie this guy up so he doesn't get to run away. And I'll teach him for firing off an arrow rather than run. We did let that guy get away a little bit. Don't have a move. Don't have a move. Okay. Low chance to hit, but we might as well go for it. Hey, we got him! Cookie. Tried for the stun, failed. Okay, he's fleeing, so we can just murder him. Okie dokie. If I didn't go too bad, all things considered. We did have some things that happened we would have preferred not happen, but we're not that... Yeah, we're pretty tired, unfortunately. It's gonna be tough. We're not gonna let him go though. We're running him down. I believe this guy hit one of our friends with an arrow. And definitely hit you with an arrow. Show him what a rock feels like. Or don't, that's alright. We'll just chop his head off, that'll do. Alright, pretty good. Okay, we get some decent gear, especially in the helmet category. Brigand gear is usually pretty beat up and not that great, but when you're working with nothing, it's better than nothing, right? Okay. We have to go get our pay. Before we do that, we do have a level up. That's why we put this guy in there, because there was a good likelihood he would get one. Probably going to keep you as a frontliner. Oh, your attack value is good. It's just you have this debuff right now. All right. Definitely resolve. Definitely fatigue. And then I think we just spring for the melee skill anyway. And then I know that his melee skill will be good enough once his bruised leg... Did I misread that? I thought it said it's 53. Oh, he's a drunkard. Forgot about that. Alright, well, have a hatchet. Perks. I think recover's in order. All right, shield, shield, shield. Okay, I'm glad that Leo said no shield in the comments because that gave me a good reminder to equip this poor guy with a shield. Okay. Wait a second. Was his fatigue always like that? Maybe it was better because we weren't using this. We were using a spear, which, I mean, even then. I guess we just give him a helmet that isn't as fatiguing, right? Or head protection in general. I mean, this would improve his lot slightly. And then if we get something better, we can pass it on. Okay, and you can take this, even though it's more fatiguing, it's going to be just better. I don't think you really have the spare fatigue. You definitely do, so we'll give you that. Just had a bit of a sneeze there. Let's actually do that. I'll get his fatigue back where it needs to be. And then trying to figure out where we'd be better off with this body armor upgrade. I guess it'd be all right there. Okay, I'll take that. We could probably sell the undead helmets at this point. We're getting to a point where they're really not that good anymore. And then our guys in the backfield. Some of them are starting to really get good attack value. Well, I guess this guy could do with upgrade there. And then you'll take that. And the shirt is just junk now. Probably not worth anything, so we'll just be throwing it out. All right. Let's follow the road. Did I do all my level ups and stuff? Just want to double check. Okay. Okay. Now there was a hunter's lodge somewhere. I believe it was one of these towns down here. I think it was this one. So when we get there, we'll check that out because we still have a spot for one more man. It'd be nice to have backups too, but right now that's my priority. Okay, 440. Well, let's sell stuff we don't really want. So I'm going to sell that, even though it's not worth anything. We'll sell the 2 ancient household helms. Get rid of that and that because they're kind of beat up. Let's get rid of that. Better bow. So do we get rid of the old one? I say yeah. Get rid of it. Matter of fact, we have better swords now, so I'm gonna get rid of some of the short swords. Definitely don't want the cleaver around. Okay. We can move on. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop here anyway, because there is a trapper. Who knows? There may be a poacher there. And if not, we'll just move on down. And we'll check some of these other towns. I guess we need to go that way, huh? Oh, okay. I don't know if I've ever read this one before. We'll read it out. Forest birds chitter and chatter above the company's march. The sun winks between the canopy branches, a soft glint that peppers the ground with dots of light. You spot a squirrel resting in one of the sunbeams, enjoying the warmth as it gnaws on an acorn. It stops, sensing you watching, and suddenly jerks. A fleck of its blood meets your cheek. You wipe it away. Turning back, you see the squirrel has been impaled by an arrow, even though we don't have bows, or we don't use them anyway. Every shrieking death throw quieter than the last as the volume of its life slowly turns down. Einar suddenly breaks through the bushes with a bow in hand and a grin on his face. The hunter retrieves his kill and throws it with a litter of others, a long hunter's line around which are tied all manner of critters, foe and friend alike. Alright, we gain venison out of a squirrel. I guess that's how you get venison. And he gets good spirit. We're really not doing bad on food. We're probably having food spoil on us more than it's getting really used. We're this close to getting our ambition filled. Alright, let's first start off by looking at the men here. So sadly, no poachers, or hunters, or whatever. We do have a 2-skull contract, probably to fight brigands, I would guess, based off of what this is. So, might as well. We'd like to fight, after all. Okay, what do we got? Okay, so it's going to be attacking a base. How many crowns are we talking about? Okay, we need to be paid more. Okay, I accept this contract. We do have to be careful here, though. Because if we lose any men now, we're not going to get our ambition filled. I'm tempted to just pick up a brawler or something. Just as a backup dude, because we do have some injuries. Wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing. We get our ambition filled. We worry about another range guy later. Alternatively, we take Raymond here, who's a militiaman who will be more skilled starting out, but I don't really want to blow that kind of cash. Let's get the brawler, as long as he's not like a drunk or something. Hey, there you go. He's strong. We'll hire him. Okay. So there's our 16 men. We have our ambition fulfilled. This guy's injured. So what we'll do... Let me think about this. So let's say we have this guy here. Wear a normal shirt. And then we give it to him. Kind of feel bad doing that. I hope he doesn't die. That would be of our luck, right? We'll put him in the back line. Just a precaution, because he's... Well, actually, no. Let's not put him in the back line. Because he takes some more action points to move. He's got a good attack value. Let's go ahead and give him a bludgeon. Because we did buy one earlier. Let's make that purchase at least worth something, right? So we finally have our axe, bludgeon, 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 axe, bludgeon, axe. Okay. We could also give this guy a polearm just to, you know, do it. I mean, honestly, we could give this guy a polearm. He's got a good attack value. Oh, better yet. Where's the shield I just lost? There it is. Oh. Hold on. I'm messing this up. Okay. You. Here. You. Polearm. You move there. Yay, we did it! Okay. Now I feel a little bit better about our situation. Alright. Down here. Alright. We just got our ambition. Leo, there is a point in giving them secondary weapons. Well, the more obvious one is archers, or ranged attackers in general. Once somebody closes distance with them, they can't use their range attack. So whether it be throwing weapons, a bow and arrow, what have you, they have to have some backup if that happens. That's the more obvious one. The less obvious one is if you're in a very long fight. And also, as you said, if you want to because a dagger has an ability to pierce armor. You could do that if you want to try and loot the armor. That is a possibility. The other reason, though, is if you're in a long fight, your weapons can actually get damaged to the point where they may break. So that would be another reason why to have a backup weapon. So all of those reasons are reasons why to have a backup weapon. I don't really do it just because I don't do it. But it is more viable in the late game for sure. Or again, if you want to loot armor, which I really don't concern myself with too much. I just want to kill people. I don't really... I mean, if I loot the armor, I loot the armor, but I'm not going to go out of my way and risk my men, because the thing is, you're asking for it if you do something like that. And pardon me a second. You're asking for it if you do something like that in my mind. You're trying to get fancy. You're trying to loot their armor by using the Pierce attack, which I do believe has a let's check that real quick. It does have a, yeah, it has an attack debuff, so it is harder to hit with it too. So you try and get fancy, you try and kill the guy by getting through his armor, not damaging his armor to kill him, and then he just annihilates one of your guys, and then you feel real bad about it. So I'd rather not get fancy and just murder the guys with extreme prejudice. So that's my stance on it. Your way or that way isn't necessarily wrong. It's just not the way I want to do things. Okay, what do we got here? The contract was just to wipe out the brigands, but it appears another much heavier carrot has been added to the stick. Rotor Ravensblack, the infamous killer and road raider, is in the camp, followed by a bodyguard. The robber baron seems to be assessing one of his criminal outfits. You wonder how much Rotor Ravensblack's head would weigh in crowns. Okay. So we got a few brigands marksmen. I'm a little worried about that. We got some brigand raiders and a brigand leader. This may be a fight that's a little too much for us. Well, we'll see. Yep, bounty hunter time. Now, brigand leaders, unsurprisingly, are pretty darn good. So they'll be tough. I also have a feeling that these guys will hang back and they will not engage. We'll find out soon enough. I also crossbow. Oh no, they are coming forward. That's somewhat surprising to me. Oh, there's an encounter that could possibly happen after this. Okay. There they are. No, there they are. A little concerned. We have two-handed swords here. There's 10 of them, 16 of us. It'd be great though. I think the ultimate swarm would be 16 men with 16 dogs. Wouldn't that be crazy? Let's hold. I do want to surround these guys if I can, where they really have a chance to stop it. So I'm going to move in, and then I'm going to try and stun. No surprise that guy tied me up. I'm not really too surprised to see that. Yeah, makes sense to go here. Try and stun this guy. There we go, got the stun. So we're going to be a little bit more aggressive now. Hold here because we want to see what happens. Move in here. Try and get the stun on the guy that's not stunned. We didn't get the stun. Yeah, honestly, you know, good armor. I mean, this is good armor here. This is a reinforced mail, so that'd be nice to pick up. Okay, let's get another attempt at a stun. There, we got it. This guy hasn't held yet? That's surprising. Alright, I want to try and chop this guy's shield out. It's going to take some time because it's a pretty durable shield, but... I don't know if I'm going to be protected if I move here. But the tree will be in the way. As a matter of fact, let's get rid of the tree. I think I'm going to have to risk this one. I really don't know who's a good target here. They're all going to be hard to hit. I guess this guy's not too bad. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. You're going to go there. I guess you can go here. Actually, no. Let's have you go here. You can throw me another stone, perhaps. You're going to move up. You're going to stab this dude. You're going to move in there. You're going to stab... Let's go after this guy, because he's already pretty wounded. There we go. We murdered him. Okay. Move in. Got the stun. Awesome. Move in. Stab. I think the stun also, yeah, it gets rid of the shield wall, so that's a another good way of using that is we can get a stun. Good time for a shield wall. I'm sorry. It gets rid of the shield wall. That's what I was trying to say. Let's just move up because I really don't have an attack here. I should have tied that guy up in retrospect, but it's a little late for that now. I mean, I could still do it. Feel like it leaves me a little vulnerable though. Let's just shield wall. Reason why is this thing will destroy a shield if he hits it. Hit somebody with. Well, he's going to try and hit their shield. Okay, didn't work, but I did do heavy damage to the shield. Crossbow miss, thankfully. That hurt. I'm surprised he didn't do a sweeping attack. He could have. Part of me feels like I should hold here. We could be going after the archers and stuff. But I kind of want to see if my line moves forward. Let's move with where our line is, because we did take damage here. Let's try and take out... Let's just focus our damage here. Oh, that guy's dead. You haven't acted yet. I just realized if I move these guys forward, this guy's going to be a sitting duck. Maybe we charge in here, tie up that archer. And this guy maybe just stands in front here. I'm going to hold just to see what happens. Let's try and get a stun here. Okay, we failed. Ah, screw you. I'm gonna hold because I want to think about that. Okay, we got more attempts at stunning. We got it. Because we got the stun, we can go full offense here. As if we can hit the guy. Hold. Drop his shield out. Wow. Good shooting. I hate it, but I have to protect this guy because he's just going to get murdered if I don't, so... That was an oversight on my part. And this is why I hate marksmen, stuff like that, where you get hit in the back line there. Let's shift him in here where he's more likely going to be protected. I have to be careful. Oh, he got stunned. Yeah, these mechs are fleshy. Trying to take advantage of this guy while the shield wall is still down. I'm just gonna go for these archers now. Screw it. Oops. Not in range here, though. I think the only viable target is this guy. Oh, well, how is he so hard to hit? Well, he's the only target I can hit, so... Go for another stun. Just to be safe. Okay. If we can affect these guys' morale. We're doing a lot of missing here, and it's starting to kind of piss me off. Try and stun him again. Take out his shield. Try and murder him. Okay, so this guy put up a defensive position. So the best way to deal with that is attack him from range. Take him out. I'm a little concerned what's going to happen when this guy gets a chance to go. Because swords have area of effect attacks, so he can do a lot of, like, sweeping attacks. Come on, hit, damn it. Okay, well that guy just saved my butt. Ouchie. See if we can stop him from attacking. There we go. Ooh, that was in the nick of time. Okay. Get to advance a little bit. Gonna have to go around the long way. Alright. Holy moly. Alright, well that guy's not going to be fighting anymore, especially as he's bleeding. Hopefully he doesn't bleed out. We have to think about ending this fight soon. Ah! 81%! Hit him! Of the weapons they have so far, I mean, they have all the barbarian weapons, which are really not that useful in my opinion. I mean, maybe there's one out there that is. I really like the sling staff. That's cool. I mean, it's not really that effective of a weapon, but it's a great early game weapon, and the fact that you don't need ammunition is pretty cool too. I like that. We try and get this guy a bandage. Wouldn't be able to do it this turn. You know what? Screw it. Let's just go for the kill. The guy that had the bandage before died, I realize. I had a bandage in one of my men before. Oh, I just took the hole here. Whoops. Okay. Oh, that's right. We're tied up. I'm still going to do it because I need them to run away. Ouchie. Kind of hoping he didn't get a turn. Jerk. Okay. Run away! We'll be able to get to him and get a bandage next turn if this doesn't end next turn. I have to remember to do so, though. That's one of the struggles sometimes with this game. You have to remember to do a thing that you want to do. There's a possibility this guy would try and snipe that guy, which is why I moved where I did. I really just don't have much to do here. Okay, they're just gonna run. Okay. So this guy needs to move out of the way so this guy can go over and give him a bandage, because if he bleeds anymore, we're screwed. That's this guy. Okay. Looks like the timing is going to be right for that. We're going to let him go. Now move away. And you're the guy that needs to go, and you need to have to go before he goes, which it seems like you're going to do. Okay. I have to remember to bandage him. I have to remember. I really cannot forget to bandage him. That would be a catastrophe. Well, not a catastrophe, but it would be really dumb. Okay, bandage him, bandage him, bandage him, bandage him. Wait, what? Oh, is he not bleeding anymore? Oh, he's not bleeding anymore. Alright. I should have probably checked that beforehand, but... You know, screw you. We're gonna trap your shield out from under you. Okay, run away! Okay. Alright, we're gonna have so many polearm dudes on this guy. Yeah, you better run. You're the only full-arm dude not on him. Hit him with a rock. Eat axe. Okay. There you go. No, we're running him down. We're not gonna let this guy live. He's gonna die. I mean, he's gonna like it. What was my hit chance on that? It had to be high. There you go. Alright, let's just do that. The archer should get away. And then this should be over. What are we waiting on? Looks like one more guy. There we go. Hey, we get some good armor and weapons and stuff. Alright, now that he's dead, Rotor Raven's Black suddenly reminds you of a lot of men you used to know. You don't settle on the deja vu for long. With a few quick slashes of a sword, you remove the man's head before tossing it into a sack. Alright, people that are injured need to not be in the front line anymore. Well, more you. You're okay, I guess. You definitely need to be out of there. We have an absolute metric ton of level ups, but I'm tempted not to do any of them. And I'm tempted to just go get our pay. But there might be that bounty hunter event that they were talking about. So let's do our level ups. Okie dokie. What have we been doing with these guys? Oh yeah, shield expert. Makes sense. Pretty crummy rolls across the board. I'll take the +2s, I guess, and we'll just go attack and defense. Then you're going to take shield expert. You already have shield expert. We'll probably stick with mace mastery. So knockout now becomes 100% of the time, which is nice. And we also build up 25% fatigue, less fatigue, which fatigue is one of the problems with doing this kind of build. So this would be perfect for that. Again, kind of crummy rolls, but I'm going to go fatigue, attack, and I guess we're going to go range defense, because that's what we rolled. All right, I guess. And then we're going to go with mace mastery. Okay, it's going to be shield expert here as well. Okay, fatigue, attack, and to even things out, I'm going to go range defense. Then you're going to take shield expert. And finally, well, not finally, there's one more level up. After this. Okay, good roll there. I mean, I like all these rolls, but +3s and attack and defense, we definitely going to go there. Okay. And then we're going to take recover. And then finally, going to be backstab for you. Definitely taking the +3 there. Definitely taking the +3 there. And definitely taking the resolve, because you're the guy holding the banner, so that makes perfect sense. And then, oh, this is one of the new abilities, Relentless. Don't slow down. At all times, your initiative is reduced only by 50% of your accumulated fatigue instead of all of it. More tired out, the worse your initiative is. A backstabber is the way we're going to go with that one. Okay, that's all the level ups I see. I think most of the rest of the guys, I mean, it would not be ideal for us to be in a fight now, but let's get going. And I kind of consider that kind of a boss fight for us. Having to kill this brigand leader. That should give us extra coin for the bounty. Okay. You hold Rotor Raven's Black's head up its slope sloped gaze turning to the ropes of bloodied hair. A slow smile etches across mine off the counselor's face. You know what you've done, Sellsword? Do you know how much relief you've brought to these parts just by removing that man's head from his shoulders? You'll be getting more than what you bargained for. 710 crowns for the original task? And the man slides a chunky purse across his table. A little something for that extra weight you've been carrying around. Nice payday there, and they no longer have ambush trade routes. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up this stream a little early. We're at some technical difficulties, but I actually think what we're going to do here is I'm going to bring Hell's Rabble to a close for the meantime. I feel like we kind of set out to do what we wanted to do with the Hell's Rabble, to get that 16 men, which we were able to do, to see what that looked like. I think what you would want to do if you really wanted to go crazy with this is just get dogs on everybody. Then you're talking 32, not all of them controlled by you, but 32 on your side if you release all the dogs. Now, if you're in a tight formation, that's going to kind of be tough to do, but you're also going to have to be willing to sacrifice your dogs by releasing them early, which is usually not a good use of your money. But if you wanted to go the really super crazy route, that would be the way to go with this. If you absolutely wanted the quantity over quality, just swarms of crap, that would be the way to go about it. There's also a new dog, which I haven't seen yet, but maybe we'll take a look at in the future. But what I want to do, we're not going to necessarily start this playthrough, but what I am going to talk about doing, let's go ahead and just save the campaign here. So this is the Rabble stream. Okay. And for those of you that are watching this on YouTube, thanks for joining me. I'll catch you in the next video.